Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Vizam figure that was produced by Hasbro as a part of the Star Wars The Black Series line of 3 3/4 inch scale action figures. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Vizam was featured in the initial Star Wars Kenner run back in the early 80s. I certainly don't remember seeing him on the Sail Barge packaging back when that vehicle was released in the original Power of the Force line. But it could be that he was released under a different name, like we saw with Hammerhead and Mama Nadan, or Walrus Man and Ponda Baba. So if I'm mistaken, please feel free to correct me in the comment section below. Okay, the joints on the figure were initially a bit on the stiff side, but they are slowly beginning to free up with repeated movements. Vizam has articulation in the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Vizam's head can turn 360 degrees, but there's little to no up and down movement, and the hip articulation is a bit restricted due to the kilt that he's wearing, and the shoulder articulation is also restricted due to the shoulder pads on his uniform. And I'll be honest, I found it a bit odd that Vizam has exposed trigger fingers, but yet there's no blaster pistol included in the package with him. Paint apps on the figure were nicely done with no appreciable errors to speak of. So let me pause here, zoom in, and I'm going to give you a closer look as to what Vizam looks like. Okay. All right, Vizam did come with some accessories, so let me take a break here and I'm going to show you what they are. The figure stand that you see him standing on was not included in the package and was purchased by me separately. Okay, first up, here is his removable head decoration. Now, I much prefer the look of this figure wearing this accessory, so that's how I'm going to be displaying him in my collection. And here's what the top of the head decoration looks like. And I think you'll agree, this does have some nice detailing on it. Okay, next up, here's the portable deck gun that we saw Vizam use on Jabba's sail barge during the battle over the Sarlacc pit. This has an attachment that unfolds from a small peg hole on the bottom of the deck gun, and unfortunately, the barrel of the gun was slightly warped in the packaging. And here's what the deck gun looks like when it's unfolded. And you see right here, here's the little clip, and I believe we saw him clip this gun onto the railing of the sail barge during the battle over the Sarlacc pit. Okay, what I'm going to do now is a quick 360 of Vizam for you, and let you see what he looks like from all sides. So here he is from the front. Okay, here is Vizam from the left-hand side. Okay, here is Vizam from the rear. Okay, here he is from the right-hand side. And finally, here we are, once again facing forward. So overall, I have to say that this figure is okay. I did run into some problems with the articulation, but it is a good likeness of Vizam. Paint apps were done nicely on the figure. But on a personal side note, I wish that I had a sail barge to put Vizam on, as he did play a small part in the battle over the Sarlacc pit. So, you know what? Vizam should get a good bordering on great recommendation. If you're fortunate enough to have a sail barge from the original Power of the Force run by Kenner, I feel that this figure would make a good addition to a display of that vehicle and its crew. Okay, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.